Hello, question number 1. A1, if the object has zero acceleration, what happened to its velocity? Explain your answer. Okay, again, zero acceleration, meaning A is equal to 0. So when the A is equal to 0, so the first no acceleration, meaning V is equal to acceleration is also is equal to 0, or we can use V or final velocity is equal to initial velocity, meaning no acceleration, or acceleration is equal to 0, or this is also we call it constant velocity. Right? This is number 1. Next, look at the question number 2. A car initially at the rest at t is equal to 0 and then accelerate through 3 gear change with the velocity 11.1 meter per second at a t 5 second, 16.7 at t is equal to 10 second, and 25 meter per second at a t 50 second. So if look at the value given by the question, let's say the first gear is 11 meter per second at the t 5 second. So meaning here you have a value of this is the velocity and this is the time t. So as you know, the acceleration is given by the acceleration or accelerate object is, you can use equation velocity divided by time t, right? Time t. So now here the acceleration, if you look at the value, this is acceleration, and time taken, this is 11.1 and the time t is 5 seconds. So you have a 2.2. This is the first gear, let's say. And the second gear, so if you look at the acceleration, because the object accelerate at the time t after 5 seconds, at the t 10 seconds, the object velocity object is 16.7. So meaning here, if you look at the equation here, we have still we have v divided by t. So now here, because the initial velocity here, initial velocity of the object a car is 11 and the final velocity is 16. So here is we have the change of velocity, meaning the change of velocity 16.7, final velocity minus initial velocity 11.1 and divided by time t. Okay, from 11 to 16, the time is from 5 to 10 seconds. So meaning the change of time t here is 10 minus 5. So this is, you can use a calculator. The acceleration is equal to 16.7. This is 1.1. See, this unit, sorry, ms is 2 meter per second square. And now we have the third gear acceleration, same equation. This is v and this is t, right? And the change of v velocity from 7 to 25, from 7 to 25. So now we have 25 final velocity minus initial velocity 16.7 divided by from 10 to 15, meaning the time here is 15 minus 10. So this is equal to 1.7. This is minus 2, sorry, 1.7 minus 2. So now if you draw the graph, because the question asks you to draw sketch acceleration time graph, meaning the acceleration time t graph. So we start the acceleration here from 0 to 5, and after that from 5 to 10, from 5 to 10, sorry, 10, and from the 10 second to 50 second. So meaning we have a 15. And what happened to the acceleration? So acceleration here, because 0 to 5 here, this velocity is a 2.2. Let's say this is a 2.2. This is 2.2. Say this is a 2.2. And the second acceleration is 1.1. Let's say this is 1.1, and we have a 1.7 here, and this is, let's say this is 1.7. So draw the diagram. So okay, 0 to 5 is a 5 seconds. This is 2.2 meter per second square, right? And after that, from 5 to 10, from 5 to 10 is a 1.1. This is 1.1. And from 10 to 15 seconds, okay, the value here is magnitude acceleration is 1.7. So this is 1.7, right? So this is the graph A. Sorry, the unit here you must use as a unit, meter per second square, and this is time t. So this is the graph A versus t for the question number 1, 2. We go to the question number 1b. Number 1b, a firework is shot straight up and burst at the maximum height 100 meters. So meaning, let's say we have a object. This is the ground surface. Let's say the ground surface, and firework is shoot straight up. Right? Say this is the object of firework is straight up, and the maximum height of the firework, burst at the maximum height, and this is let's say the distance here is 100 meter. So meaning the maximum height, 100 meter is maximum height. And calculate initial velocity. So to calculate the initial velocity, or u, what is the initial velocity, you can use the equation v square is equal to u square minus 2gs, right? So now you can use the equation, because the final velocity when object at the maximum height, so the velocity here is equal to 0. So now the v here is equal to 0, and the u is initial velocity. The question asks you to calculate u minus 2, and the g is constant 9.81, and we have the s is the maximum displacement, or maximum from ground to the maximum height 100 meter. So 100, meaning you can use the calculator to calculate the u here is 44.3 meter per second, right? So the next question is time to reach the maximum height. To find the time taken, or time to reach the maximum height, right, this is number 2. So you can use the equation v is equal to u minus gt, right? So the value of the final velocity, yes, the final velocity is 0 at the maximum height. The object is final velocity of the object is equal to 0, and the initial velocity you can use from the answer number 1. Okay, 40, sorry, okay, right, sorry, this is G, and the maximum value, the u here 44.3. This is answer number 1, and you can find the value of the t, right? Can use the calculator to find the t here is 4.5 seconds, right? So this is the time taken at the maximum height, and this is the initial velocity. Okay, that's all. See you in the next video. Thank you.